From rock and roll icons to television and film stars, you're on the line with Meatball.
Hey, what's happening, guys?
Hey.
You're using you're using my formal name. Call me Meatball around here.
Meatball.
How are you, fellas?
Man, I love meatballs, I can tell you that.
Good. Yeah.
Well, hey, congratulations on an incredible record that just came out last week.
Thank you, Meatball.
Yeah,
Thanks,
man.
We are super proud of it. So, we appreciate the support.
Got Mark and John from Dirty Honey hanging out with us here on T95. And, man, I got to tell you, I listened to the EP when you guys released it a little while back. And, this just feels like you finally got some room to kind of expand and stretch your legs and your sound a little bit with this album.
Yeah, I think we did. And I think we were able to be a little more comfortable going in terms of preparation and songwriting. And we also had the previous EP to kind of jump off of in terms of, at least from my perspective, I felt, although it was a short EP, each song, there was enough variety that each song I felt like was like lanes that we could widen and kind of explore. And I think we did that. And we also added some new stuff. And yeah, I don't know. What do you think, Mark?
Yeah, I think it's that just the right amount of evolution, for a young band without scaring off any of the old fans and, hopefully bringing some new ones in. And I think that's what you're striving for. You always want that little bit that maybe they're not ready for yet, but it's still authentic to the band. Yeah, I think we achieved that pretty well, actually.
Yeah, you mentioned that you guys are a very young band. You've only been, more or less out in the spotlight for like 4 years, and already have 2 top 5 singles, including your very first one, which went number 1. I mean, that's kind of unheard of.
Yeah, literally.
Never happened.
It's never happened before for an unsigned band. So it's a testament to our team, which is a very small group of people that are, very good at what they do, and I'm sure you deal with them from time to time. But we're super proud of the accomplishment, and we're looking to do it again. It's a tough thing to break through all the noise that's out there musically right now, and they're doing a great job for us, and it's also a testament to the fans who are eager and jumping at the opportunity to hear some new rock and roll.
Now, do you guys feel, now that you've had this success real early on, do you guys feel pressure to kind of meet and exceed that every time now? Or it's like, some people go their entire career just to get to the point that you guys got, real early on. So how do you build on that now?
I think we just keep looking forward and keep working and staying in the moment. And that's kind of been the speed from the jump, that whole year in 2019, as the song climbed and as the press got better and as we just kept looking forward. We were so busy working, and that even carried through to the pandemic. I think we carried that spirit into it and just transferred it to, well, if we can't hit the road, if we watched an entire 2020 schedule just get dashed into the wind. Mm-hmm. So we took that blow and kept that spirit going and said, well, let's make this record that we were about to do, a lot better. And, we all live here in L.A., so it was easy to come to my spot and rehearse. And that's just kind of been the mode, is just keep going. LFG.
Right.
Yeah,
LFG?
Going and we can't say that one on the radio. I think
I got you now.
Yeah, that's
if you're just sitting alone, by yourself playing guitar and having fun writing, that's always the goal. If you can get onto something on that tip, then that's inspiring in and of itself.
Yeah. When we play your stuff on the radio, we get some people that call in, and everyone's like, "Oh, that sounds like this, that sounds like that." I get a lot of comparisons to Guns N' Roses, who you guys actually opened for on some shows in 2019. And the one that I got that I really kind of latched onto and I liked, it was like, if Guns N' Roses grew up in the South and listened to a lot of Lynyrd Skynyrd, that's what you guys sound like. But you're also LA boys, just like they are too.
Yeah, well, John and I are actually from the East Coast, but yeah, we've lived here for a while now. But that is a remarkable comparison. I will take that to the bank all day. But yeah,
it's accurate.
Yeah, it's accurate. There's a little Southern in there. John and I both love Southern music. That's, we love the Allman Brothers. We love Lynyrd Skynyrd. There's no doubt. He's a big Duane Allman fan.
Huge.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's a great, we get a lot of comparisons, and a lot of times a comparison is really reflective of the person's own, sort of connection they're able to make.
Sure.
And so sometimes it's way off.
Sure,
right? But
sure.
that's one of the ones, and we've had a few others where it makes you feel good, and it's a good indicator that our influences are shining through just in the right way when we hear that one.
Yeah.
That one's really on the mark. Kind of.
Yeah, and when the guitarist in Guns N' Roses says that about you as well, that also helps.
It helps, yeah.
It's always nice when Slash is like, yeah, these guys are like us.
Yeah, he feels a certain nostalgia listening to our music sometimes.
Hitting on that nostalgia thing, there is kind of a need and a want for some nostalgic sounding music right now. I think you guys and Blue Stones, Greta Van Fleet are kind of proving that people are hungry for like a nostalgic sound, but they still want some new music. Was that kind of the intent when you guys started putting things together, or was it something that just kind of fell into place?
It's funny. I don't hear like nostalgia to me sounds like it's intentionally old sounding, but to me it's really just a band. It's recording the energy of a band, and that's no different than what Guns N' Roses did, than what the Stones did, than what Aerosmith did, and Zeppelin. It's just but also Rage Against the Machine. It's just capturing that energy is kind of a lost art these days, because everything's so digital. Yeah. So when you get that energy, it kind of feels like a band again, and as it should. But I think a lot of the rock music that's being made these days doesn't have that performance element in the recording. So we wound up sounding nostalgic and alive, and that's what we're going for, is just that live sound on the recording. Yeah. It's not intentional to sound from any sort of era.
Right. Yeah, it sounds much more authentic and genuine, I would say, in your sound.
Yeah, and I think the keystone of why it's working is, we just happen to listen to all our parents' records, but how we're expressing ourselves musically, it has nothing to do with sort of a niche or, trying to be something we're not. It's just, that's how we play music, and it's really special that there's a moment now for us to do what we do and have real energy that's right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, and when you can go and recreate that live, too, that's where the real magic happens, because that's definitely a lost art these days.
And, speaking of live, you guys do have some tour dates coming up, and one of them happens to be right here in Wichita.
And we're looking forward to it, man. That's June. Remind me the date of that.
June 20th, so you're actually going to be here on Father's Day.
Oh, nice. Oh, my dad, wow. Maybe I'll fly my pops out.
Can you remind me of that? I got to call him.
June 20th in Wichita. We will be there, and we will be so excited to play a live show again. And, it's funny. Those are the areas that usually have the best shows. The Wichitas, the Oklahoma cities, the sort of not huge cities is where the rock and roll, lives and breathes, the loudest. I'm sure it'll be a fun show.
Well, June 20th is the date for that, Father's Day. It also happens to be my birthday weekend. My birthday's the day before.
Come on.
That show. Yeah, no joke. So, if I'm a little sluggish, that morning, I apologize. I'll get back on my game by that night. What's that?
We'll get you a hair of the dog shot.
John will make sure that you are zipping by the time we need to hit the stage. I'm sure we'll have some tequila for you, and some meatballs will be fitting as well.
Yeah, just remember, I have to get up on stage and introduce you guys, so they have to be able to understand me at that point.
We'll make sure you've swallowed the meatball before you get up there.
And about 7 shots of tequila. I think the audience would like it better if you crawled to the mic and sort of, stumbled your way on stage.
I just walk in front of the stage and just flop up on it, hand me a mic while I'm laying on my back, introduce you, and then just lay there for the entire show.
That's very Steven Tyler of you, circa 1981.
I'll be sure to bring my scarves with me, too.
That sounds good.
We're looking forward to the show, man. The album's a banger, and I know you guys, I know your time is precious today, so we'll cap it there. But man, we are stoked to see you guys come here. Stoked to see you on the road, and man, congratulations on the album, and just exciting all around for you guys.
Thanks, man. Thank you for the support, and we will see you in a couple weeks.
All right, man.
Thank
Y'all
you.
take care. Be safe, and yeah, we'll see you Father's Day.
Meatball!
Sure, man.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
Artist interviews, videos, and some general mayhem. More exclusive content at T95.com.